The natural world is graceful, delicate, beautiful, and majestic. But it is fading before our eyes. Are we witnessing wildlife's last stand?
Ever since our founder, Ken Watkins, walked through the woods 50 years ago, we've been on a mission to create healthy havens for endangered wildlife. Now, since I became Chief Executive in 2019, our determination has become even more resolute that we have to work with urgency to tackle the nature crisis. All across our estate, our passionate staff and volunteers are working tirelessly to improve the habitats and conditions for countless species. For the past decade, we've been breathing new life into Fingal Woods in Devon, which has created new healthy habitats for the endangered hazel dormouse.
There we are, we've got one dormouse enjoying the sunshine.
We've begun a training programme for some of the local volunteers, and we feel it's important that they learn some of the ecological skills, and so we've got a couple of volunteers with us today learning how to monitor the dormice.
Thanks to our efforts to track and encourage breeding, we're beginning to see the numbers of this incredibly rare species recover.
There she goes.
At Loch Arkaig's magnificent Caledonian pine forest, we've literally gone to new heights there, building the perfect nesting environment for ospreys right at the top of a native Scots pine tree.
The Caledonian pine forest is a very, very special habitat in Scotland, characterised by these beautiful mature pines that we see behind us, but also a range of other broadleaf tree species. We have some iconic wildlife in Loch Arkaig, particularly the raptors. We've got sea eagles and ospreys and golden eagles on the site, breeding and nesting on the site, so that's fantastic, as well as mammals such as the pine marten, red squirrels, a whole host of really interesting, exciting wildlife. We had great excitement last year with the success of the Osprey Cam. We put a lot of work in. There was a lot of challenges to get the infrastructure in place. So we're in a remote part of the Highlands with no power. So we had to carry these 2-metre large solar panels up the hill in February in the cold and the ice and the snow. And amazingly, it all came together and it worked. So it was all a challenge, all new to us, and we were just delighted with the way it turned out.
There we go.
Excellent.
It's on. We're back on again, ready for another season. There you go. I mean, thanks very much.
Thank you, Brian.
Welcome to Wentwood, Wales's largest ancient woodland site, which is currently being restored as a broadleaf woodland away from years and years of conifer plantation. So our aim at Coed Cadw, which is the Woodland Trust in Wales, is to create a really diverse habitat, and as the restoration work continues, the broadleaf emerges and so do the prey animals. And so we have a fantastic environment for one of my favourite mammals, the pine marten. So as part of the ongoing work on the site, our site manager Rob Davis works closely with the Vincent Wildlife Trust to monitor the pine martens on site by performing regular checks of the nest boxes and the camera traps. We don't know if our pine marten are breeding yet, but our ultimate goal is to see our pine marten, the population at Wentwood, merge with the population in Mid Wales, which are a lot more established there. By connecting these two populations, we really strengthen and safeguard these magnificent animals.
You've Even though it was a 5 o'clock start this morning, we've been very fortunate to see this iconic species and actually hear their bubbling and strutting and sometimes even comical displays. So I think it was really worthwhile. Black grass species are actually a species that has been threatened by habitat loss, and over the last 20 years there's been a massive decline in species. So there's about 5,000 that are remaining, and the majority of those are in Scotland. So we're very fortunate here at Glenfinglas and within the Great Trossach National Nature Reserve to have a stable population of blackgrass, and that is a testament to our management and habitat health.
I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to do at one of our newest acquisitions, Snaysholme in the Yorkshire Dales. At scale, we'll create woodland mosaics, which will be through planting and natural regeneration, which will help save nature, and particularly one of our favourites, the red squirrel. It's absolutely essential that this vital work can continue, and we can only do so with our supporters going with us every step of the way. Please support our wildlife appeal.